In this short video, we'll go deeper into our founder's thoughts on where these rights come from. John Adams said this: "Unalienable rights are antecedent to all earthly government, rights that cannot be repealed or restrained by human laws, rights derived from the great legislator of the universe." Well, let's take a look at this word antecedent. Antecedent means going before in time, prior to, anterior, or preceding. Something existing or happening before, especially as the cause or origin of something. So what this means is that God-given rights precede civil government, so they cannot be taken away by civil government. Civil government's purpose is to protect God-given rights. From the great legislator of the universe, and this image comes to mind of the stars in the heavens and the constellation from which our rights come. Alexander Hamilton said this: "Unalienable rights are not to be rummaged for among old parchments or musty records. They are written as with a sunbeam in the whole volume of human nature by the aid of the divinity itself, and can never be erased or obscured by mortal power." Written as with a sunbeam, which brings this image to mind. The God of the created order is the one doing the endowing. John Dickinson, a less-known founding father, said this: "A right which comes from God, that God gave you, and which no inferior power has a right to take away. We claim them from a higher source, from the King of Kings and Lord of all the earth. They are born with us, exist with us, and cannot be taken from us by any human power without taking our lives." Well, as I look at this, they're born with us and exist with us. We've touched on this theme, but I think of this image of it being born, these rights being born into our DNA. Sam Adams said this: "Unalienable rights are imprinted by the finger of God on the heart of man." Imprinted. And we think of this historic painting by Michelangelo. And as I think of this, I go back to this image again and think of additional synonyms. Endowed, imprinted, engraved, bonded, pressed into, entwined, amalgamated, melted, formed, knit. What word really describes what's going on here? And all of these do it well. And I think of the additional word forged. These rights are forged into our very being. They're forged, superheated, hammered, burning hot, fiery furnace, white hot, molten, blazing sun, blazing stars, incandescent, on fire, intense, forged in heaven's furnace into our very being. They are forged into our very being. They were forged into Adam. They were there at the beginning. And some of these rights lay dormant until civil government was birthed, but nonetheless they were there. Do you believe this? No earthly government can take these rights from you. They are embedded in you from the High King of Heaven, the Creator of heaven and earth. Forged in heaven's fire. We would do well to deeply think about these truths. My name's Craig Seibert. Thanks for listening.